Hello and welcome to Sports Update this lovely evening. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi, and on Update this evening we'll take you around the whole world of sports, things that have happened everywhere in the world, in Nigeria, in Africa, and wherever it's happening. Trust TV will be there to bring you all the story, but I will not be doing it alone. I also have my brother and friend, a regular on this show, Isaac Omidiji, who will be joining me all the way from Niger State. Isaac, welcome to the show this evening. Okay, we're actually having some issues with the audio quality of Isaac there. Okay, let's go straight to the first story, where Best African International Award, that is Victor Osimhen, has beaten the likes of Mahrez, Salah to win the award right there in Ghana. This is not the first time, this is not his first individual award for this season, after winning the Sierra title, Sierra Best Striker, winning the Golden Boot. A lot of accolades for this man, and in the African Nations Cup qualifier, he's actually topping the goal scoring chart with 7 goals, 2 better than Mohamed Salah, who he also beat at this award that happened in Ghana, Best International Player in the Ghana Football Sports Award right there in Ghana. And Victor Osimhen, actually all the accolade he is getting right now, I think this young man deserves it, because he actually put in the work, he has put in his best, and his best is actually paying off right now. The hottest striker outside Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe. If you want to talk about the hottest striker in the world right now, Victor Osimhen is ranked in that ranks. The likes of Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Victor Osimhen, Vinicius Jr. These are the hottest players in Europe right now, and I'm happy that our own African brother, Nigerian brother, Victor Osimhen, is actually pulling this weight, making wave out there in Europe. And if you look at it, his price tag right now has gone up. If he eventually anything, the likes of PSG, Manchester United is sniffing around this man, if any of the team actually gets him, he's going to be the most costliest African player ever in history if he actually gets any new deal. But I think Napoli, they don't want this young man to go. They don't want him to leave. Eventually, if he leaves, then he's going to break that record to be the highest and the most costliest African player ever in history. And for Victor Osimhen, he actually deserves this award that he got in Ghana. And kudos, congratulations to Victor Osimhen for doing all of this for himself and for the country. This is a young man that actually started from a humble beginning, where nobody expected Victor Osimhen to actually get to this level. If you hear his story, you actually be moved. All you just need to do in life is for you to be focused and determined to actually get to the top. And that is what this young man has done. He's at the top right now, getting all the accolades, getting all the results, getting everything, the awards, individual award, team award. It's just a massive one for Victor Osimhen, and we'll love it that he's a Nigerian, and we're happy to be Nigerian, because everywhere you go, you see a Nigerian and doing very well. And Victor Osimhen is actually doing well for himself in Europe, in Napoli. And let's see if you actually leave Napoli. But the Napoli president has said no, they will not sell Victor Osimhen. They want him to spend one more season with them to see if they can actually achieve more than the Scudetto they won last season, after 33 years that they last won the Scudetto. Victor Osimhen was bought to actually do this for the team. In his first season, injury didn't allow him to enjoy much of playing time in Napoli, but after the injury, he came back strongly. And Luciano Spalletti, a coach that has left the team, was smart enough to actually give Victor Osimhen a chance. And Victor Osimhen actually repaid that fate that Spalletti kept in him by banging in 25 goals to end the season as the highest goal scorer in Italian Serie A, 47 goals in total, breaking the almighty George Weah record that he set in Italy, breaking every African player that has played in the Italian Serie A, breaking their record and setting his own right now as a tall order for any African player that will go to Italy. We actually need to break George Weah's record, Obafemi Martin's record, Obinna Osofo's record, before even thinking of breaking Victor Osimhen's record. That is a big one. And this award he won in Ghana, well deserved. It's a deserved award from the Ghanaian Football Federation to actually deem it fit to give Osimhen this award. And if I can say the best international player, who says he's not the one? Argue with your keeper if you say he's not the one. The likes of Mo Salah and Mahrez. Okay, we can say Mahrez actually won the Champions League, won the FA Cup, won the Premier League. Fine. I think Mahrez can actually maybe stand side by side with Victor Osimhen. But when it comes to individual performance for the season, Victor Osimhen is 100% above Mahrez this season, because if you look at it, he was instrumental to all of the achievements of Napoli this season. He scored a total number of 5 Champions League goals before they were beaten by AC Milan. They crashed out and eventually didn't get to the final. We probably wanted to see Victor Osimhen get into the final, but his team couldn't get to the final. But he actually did his best, and for Napoli, 30-something years, they last won the Scudetto. That was when Maradona actually gave it to them. Right now, Victor Osimhen wrote his name on the sands of time with gold right there in the city of Naples. He was placed side by side with Maradona. And if you go to the city of Naples right now, everybody is putting on the face masks like Victor Osimhen. A lot of fans love him. That is his symbol. That is his mark. That is what he's been identified with. Injury came and he started using the face mask, and now it has been a symbol of Victor Osimhen even after the nose whatever surgery is over. But the man stuck with these face masks. According to the doctors, they say he should be using it. But you know what happened to Peter Cech? He started wearing helmet after that collision with Lita in Reading. That was about, seasons ago. That was 2004-2005 season with Chelsea. He started wearing helmet, and till he retired from football, he was still wearing the helmet. And let's see if Victor Osimhen will continue to wear the face mask as a symbol of Victor Osimhen. But right now, in the city of Naples, everybody is loving him. We don't know if Isaac is ready for us, and if Isaac is not okay, Victor Osimhen actually scooping this individual award in Ghana, beating the likes of Mahrez and Mo Salah.
You know, you said earlier that if anybody is not comfortable with the statistics rolled out, they should argue with their keeper. Well, I would rather say others can even go to court.
Okay.
To argue that, you know, Osimhen is just a toast. There's a toast of Nigerian football, the toast of African football now. And I look at the players that were ranked alongside him in that particular award, Mo Salah and Riyad Mahrez. I just look at it and say, no, Mo Salah didn't have a great season last season.
At all.
Same with Riyad Mahrez. Yes, Riyad Mahrez won 3 titles, but what are his contributing factors to those 3 titles individually? So, in all statistics, in all ramifications, Osimhen should be even waiting to be the African best player of the year. And I believe that by the time the season resumes in August, he will continue for why he stopped last season, so that his African best player of the year will not even be in doubt at all. Because this guy has worked hard, he's working hard. You can see it whenever he's on the pitch, playing for Napoli, playing for Nigeria. He just wants to excel. He wants to win. And he's doing it. He's banging in goals. You know, it's been long where we have a Nigerian player who is doing this. So for us to have Osimhen now, he should be our toast. And he's definitely our toast. And I just pray that he will get it right in terms of transfer. That is my greatest worry. He's being scouted by so many big clubs across the world. But the question is, will he make the right move? Now, the right move includes even staying at Napoli. If you ask me, I will ask him to even remain in Napoli for last season. Use this club side who are looking for you to get a better deal in terms of financial remuneration from Napoli to stay. And Napoli is playing the Champions League. They are the defending champions of the Serie A. You are not losing anything playing the next season. Not as if you are going to play for a club that is going to struggle for relegation. No. Because all these clubs that are coming now, I still have a problem with them. Because some of them don't even know how to treat African players well. And remember that Osimhen will be coming for the African Cup of Nations in January.
Yeah.
How many of the club side are ready to invest usually in a player like Osimhen, and he will not play for them for like 4, 5, 6 games in January? So I would rather advise him to remain where he is and he continue to bang in goals, continue to give assists, and continue to be a great player that he has proven to be.
Yeah, I continue to be a great player. I think I will support you on that because I will actually want Victor Osimhen to remain in Napoli for one more season and see what he can do and use his time to actually weigh every club that actually coming for him right now. But as it stands right now, congratulations to Victor Osimhen for winning that award in Ghana, a well-deserved award. Let's move away from that story and head straight to the second story, where Nigerian athletes, now it's politics, contest in WAA Commission election against the likes of US, UK, French candidates, and we have a Nigerian who actually wants to go into the World Athletics Association board member. Now, Anolua, this young man was discovered in 2019 at the Youth Games, where he actually did very well for Nigeria in the 400 meters hurdles. But I think he's still carrying on. He's right there in the US. But this time around, he wants to leave the business. He wants to leave the track and go to the administrative side, politics, as they call him. And what can we say? We just have to support this man, Isaac.
Well, I'm going to wish him good luck if his intentions are very good. Remember that he has not done so badly for Nigeria. He qualified the last time for the semi-final at the World Athletics Championship. And considering that he is a Nigerian but born outside the shores of the country and still coming back to Nigeria to give his best to his country, is worth supporting. And for him to be trying to get into the board of the Athletics Commission, World Athletics Commission for that matter, is qualified by all the qualifications standards set for someone who can contest. And the election will take place during the World Championship this year. And all athletes who qualified for that particular championship have the right to vote. Yeah. And the voting will be done this time around electronically. So let's see if he is going to try his mentor politically well, and let's see how popular he is among his peers for him to get a seat among the World Athletics Championship Commission.
Yeah, let's see how he will get a seat. Politically, I think he must have been doing his underground work. Alowolo in Nigerian Yoruba language, Alowolo, that is his name. We have money to spend. That is the meaning of his name. We pray that he gets this membership ticket so that we can have a Nigerian on that board representing us well. It will be coming up in August in Budapest, where the World Championship will be taking place. Let's see if we actually get that ticket to be among the World Athletics Association board member. Congratulations to him. Ahead, let me just tell him congratulations for even having that boldness to actually come out to contest. Good one for him. Let's leave that story and head straight to where Enekwechi wins silver at the USATF NYC Grand Prix over the weekend with a 21.43 meters throw. Actually came second behind Peyton of who threw 21.53 meters there, 83 meters thereabout to actually clinch gold. But Enekwechi coming second. Enekwechi started with 20 point something meters throw before he improved in the second throw. He lost the second throw, but the third throw improved massively to 21.43 meters to actually win the silver and lost out the gold to US Peyton.
Well, one of our star boys, again, is one of our star boys when it comes to athletics. One of those we are hoping will give us a medal at the World Athletics Championship in August, because I trust so much. I have so much trust in Enekwechi, and I believe he's going to do it. You said it right. His second throw was no. He got no point for the second throw, but the first throw was 20 point something, and the second throw became 12.43 points. At that point, we were thinking probably he will be the best throw. Unfortunately, Pele came back and got 21.53 throw to win that particular championship. So silver medal is not a bad one. He continues to avail himself for every available championship where he can improve himself. And the big target is the World Athletic Championship. That is the big target for most of these guys who have been our star boys and star girls for athletics in Nigeria. So congratulations to Enekwechi. I'm looking forward to his participation in the World Championship and seeing him getting a gold medal, not even a silver this time around.
Yeah, not even a silver, because if you look at it, Enekwechi is actually putting himself in shape ahead of the Budapest showdown. It's going to be happening August. That is, we just have a month away from that event in Budapest, and a lot of things will be going on in Budapest. We have a Nigerian who will be contesting the let me say the political aspect of it, and we have the likes of Ese Brume, Enekwechi, Rutu Soro, Ese Brume, Godson Brume, a lot of them who will be just blazing it out there to see how we can actually win gold. And I'm so proud of all our athletes right now, and I believe in Budapest all our athletes are going to do well and get the gold, not even silver this time around. And I think they have put themselves in shape for that event. The likes of Nathaniel in the 400 meters hurdle. Good one for all our athletes. Congratulations to Enekwechi for winning silver in this event. And let's move away from that story and head straight to boxing, where they use their fist to actually do the business. Now, White has actually received contract paper from Joshua's camp. Eddie Hearn actually submitted that contract paper to Dillian White. The talk about this fight have been going on for quite some time, and we just we are looking forward to September to actually see if this fight is going to happen. And the good news is the contract paper has been forwarded to White. What does it mean for Joshua?
Well, it's another opportunity for him to prove his mental, and it's another opportunity for him to show that he's not a flick over Dillian White. However, remember that when Dillian was given his contract, which he said he's ready to accept, he still expressed some skepticism about the bout even taking place because of Ed and how he has, go about going silent about the fight. But let's see that this fight comes to pass. I shouldn't wait till December in Saudi Arabia, where we see great men in boxing fighting. Let's start seeing it from September. And for Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, they still have scores to settle. Especially Dillian White. He wants to prove to Joshua that, hey, the TB initially was a flick. And for Joshua, this is another time to prove that, oh, no, I'm the champion.
Yeah.
I'll beat you again.
Yes, in 2015, these guys actually met and Joshua knocked out Dillian White. And ever since then, this man has been raring to actually get his own pound of revenge. And for Joshua in one way or the other, because Joshua moved up the class and left him where he is. But right now, they are back again talking about this fight. Let's see if Dillian White will actually sign the contract, because he wants this fight. I believe he should be signing the contract. And let's get this bout done and dusted. Let's see who is the real champion, either Joshua or Dillian White. The two of them have the same, they have similarities of how they fight. Quick feet, and then they go for the punches. They are very hard knock boxers. Let's see what will happen at the end of the day. We just hope and pray that Dillian White sign this contract and let this fight happen, because too much of talk. Let them go into the ring and do the business with their fist. Let's move away from that story right about now and head straight to some transfer news, where Chelsea, I think this time around, all Chelsea players are moving their moving train to Saudi Arabia. Now Koulibaly has also joined that train and landed in Saudi Arabia with Al Hilal, where he has signed a contract with Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. That is the Senegalese defender Kalidou Koulibaly.
I don't know. I can't pity Chelsea, because they need to definitely get some players out. And I know Pochettino knows what he wants. I know players that he wants to keep. And you will not keep players who don't want to keep themselves. So it's very important for players who want to leave. The fact, or something that is worrying, is the fact that they are going to Saudi Arabia. So the question is, what are they going to do in Saudi Arabia? Definitely the money. And Saudi Arabia is also trying in their own way to see how they can improve their league. I don't know how bringing in these top players will help improve your league. What have they done personally to also improve players from their own scene? I see it as football tourism that will attract more people to Saudi Arabia, bring more attention to Saudi Arabia, bring more fans to the stadium to watch these stars. That is what I see it to be. It's going to be a business for Saudi Arabia. It's going to be a tourism for them. And for Kalidou Koulibaly is a top defender. He didn't get it right with Chelsea. That doesn't mean he's not a good defender. He proved his mentor at Napoli. He moved to Chelsea. We all expect that he will be the rock of ages for Chelsea. Unfortunately, he didn't even prove to be the rock of ages for himself.
Not even
A lot of mistakes during his time at Chelsea, forgivable and not forgivable ones. And he couldn't stay again to prove his mentor the second season. So he has gone to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, where every other Chelsea player who wanted to leave has gone to. And don't forget that Ziyech will might also be joining him very soon.
Ziyech must also be joining. Already we have N'Golo Kante there. A lot of Chelsea players are flocking to Saudi Arabia. Let's see what happens. Everybody want to they want to just buy all Chelsea player. What is really going on with that team? Let's see if you actually pick up the pieces in Saudi Arabia and bounce back, because Koulibaly is a very great and good defender. We know what he did with Napoli, but in Chelsea, he was just a shadow of himself. He did not perform to that standard where everybody expected him. Like Isaac said, everybody thought he was going to be a rock, not even a stone. He was not a stone for Chelsea, but now off to Saudi Arabia. Let's quickly go on the last story, on the transfer story, the last one we have for you this morning, where Manchester City have tabled in fact a huge amount of money, 90 million euros for RB Leipzig defender Josko Vadiol, a man who hunt them in the Champions League in the first leg, where they were paired back. They played 1-1. But Isaac, quickly, for this man going, another defender going to Manchester City in two seconds.
Well, a good one. I thought Chelsea were trying to get this done right from last season. So I'm surprised that Man City are coming in. But this is Man City. And Man City will not be coming for you, and you don't want to go there because you know you have chances of winning titles.
You have chances of winning titles. That is where we draw the curtain on the show. Isaac, thanks for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure, Emmanuel.
All right. Thanks. I'm Emmanuel. Thanks for watching.